welcome back to Laila's Home Cooking, and on today's episode I want to show you how I make my sugar cookie. It is holiday season right now. Everybody want to make something for their family and friends on their dinner table or a treat. The ingredients are so simple and easy. You may find everything in your pantry, which is some all-purpose flour, baking powder, salt, granulated sugar, unsalted butter softened at room temperature, an egg at room temperature, and my vanilla, pure vanilla bean paste. You can use vanilla extract. And we also need icing sugar for later, for the icing, for the frosting, and that is for later. For now, I'm gonna use my instant mixer with a paddle attachment. So far what I'm gonna do is add my first thing before I put my spoon to the butter. Let me mix flour, salt, and baking powder quickly. Okay, that's good enough. And to my stand mixer bowl, I'm gonna add my sugar and butter and butter and sugar. And I'm gonna let the machine mix this on low for about 2 minutes. Gradually add the egg. And then I'm gonna move the setting on the number 4, which is kind of medium. And then I'm also gonna add my vanilla bean paste. And let the machine mix this. You may have to turn it off time to time just to scrub the side of the bowl, just like so. And then I want this to mix for another 2 minutes, and then we're gonna add the flour. And I turn the machine off. I'm gonna add the flour with the baking powder and the salt. And this will be 3 to 4 addition. And then let's just net this again. So now this is done, and I'm gonna get this out. And you're gonna find this little bit is sticky to work with. And so first thing I'm gonna do is just put my plastic wrap here on the table, because this dough has to set now in the fridge before we're rolling this. Okay, so it's not that it's sticky too, it's like, it's perfect. But what happens is, when you make the sugar cookie dough, the dough has to stay cold at the time you're rolling it, at the time you're cutting it into shapes. And at the time when you're baking, it's not gonna lose the shape of the shape that you're cutting it, if that makes sense. Okay, so just roll the wrap and turn this into a disc, like flatten the dough a little bit, like a disc. And then this is going to go in the fridge for at least an hour or longer. So for a minimum an hour, let this be in the fridge, and then we will move forward. I brought my dough out from the fridge. It was exactly for an hour, and my oven is preheating on 375. And now I'm gonna just flour my surface just a bit, and then I'm gonna start unwrapping the plastic and roll the dough. Now you are looking to roll this for about 1/4 inches. For the cookie cutter, I'm using the 3 different shapes today, which is a Christmas tree, this is a snowflakes, and the heart cookie. You can use any shape you desire. Try to go closer so you don't waste any dough. and whatever dough left, we're gonna roll it again and cut them again. So I did all of this, and now I'm gonna just remove the one I'm gonna roll again. Try to use a spatula, any kind of a spatula or even a knife, and try to lift them up just like so, and then just set them on a cookie tray which I have lined with parchment. Alright, so my cookie tray has been full over here. Like you can see the different shapes that I have used, and I am going to, and I also have the leftovers. I'm gonna roll them, and you can, if you don't want to do all of that in one day, you can wrap it in a plastic wrap, and you can also freeze it and then use it for another day. You can keep it for at least 2 weeks, and this cookie is going to go in the oven for about 10 minutes, preheated 375 Fahrenheit, or until you see slightly golden brown in the bottom of the cookie, then you know it's ready. And then we're gonna let the cookie cool completely on a cookie rack before we're gonna put the icing. My cooking are cooling back there. I'm gonna go ahead and make the icing. I'm using a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla bean paste to my icing sugar. You can put 1/2 teaspoon if you want a strong flavor, and now add water little by little. This may take about 2 to 3 tablespoons of water, for this is 3.5 cups of icing sugar, and you may have extra icing sugar frosting icing will be left. And to that I'm just gonna add, you can use this in a different color, whatever you like, red, green. I'm gonna put green. Just be careful. I'm gonna drop just 1 drop, and let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna keep adding food color and water and mix this until I get a nice and thick consistency. Okay, so this green, I think it's good enough. And now I have the piping bag in a glass, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try not to make mess and drop this into the piping bag. I'm not using any tip, I'm just gonna cut the edges. And now we're gonna start frosting, and this is the front part. You go around the edges first, and then you fill the middle. So this is done, and now you can sprinkle with whatever color you like. I have green and red. And you have to sprinkle the sugar as soon as you've done one. Don't wait for you to add the frosting in all of the cookie and then sprinkle the sugar. And this is all for now. Hope you like this video. Try it. It is so easy to make. Get the written recipe down below in the description box, and I will see you next time. Bye.